have so many good things to say about him. As you can see, I'm already flabbergasted. Um, from the intro video of me saying he would be here, I was already flabbergasted. This is why I had to bring him in and do the rest of that video. So here is none other than SirDork.
Hello, everyone. Miguel, dude, thank you so much for having me on. This is going to be a blast.
Oh
I'm
man,
honored.
thank you so much. And I haven't seen you in real life and in person in quite a while.
Over a month and 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, you got it down packed, man. You got it
that
down packed.
that date,
So,
June 18th, is like locked in my brain.
right? Isn't it? It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. For those who don't know, SirDork put on Toys in Action, and it was a photography con, the first of its kind in upstate New York, and it was amazing. I mean, the things that happened there, he can tell you all about it. So why don't you grab the wheel and tell us a little bit more about what happened at Toys in Action?
I would love to. Well, first of all, our very own Go Figure Go Miguel was there at the convention. He was a awesome vendor selling the absolutely beautiful, wonderful diorama props pieces that he makes. But it was a toy photography con, so kind of picture your local Comic Con, but all about toy photography, all about toys and toy photography. So a lot of familiar names you might recognize in the toy photography community were there, ready to kind of share their knowledge. We had a bunch of panels happening all day, from different photographers, different diorama and prop piece makers. Miguel did one, which he did a great job. He did it with Fox Toy Box. That was awesome. We had the whole floor full of vendors with custom toy makers. We had other toy photographers. We had just toy sellers. Um, it was just awesome. Just like I said, just imagine your local Comic Con, but it was all about toy photography, which is just so crazy, so crazy. And yeah, I made a whole little mini documentary about it. If anyone's interested.
Yes, that's right. There is a documentary on Sir Dork's YouTube channel, but not only did you get the opportunity to experience and see things from us, the vendors and the photographers, but you also got firsthand knowledge from some of these guys, and that was in the form of somewhat of a hour 45 minute explanation of what we do. Sir Dork did it for a while, and tell us about a couple of people did it. I can't remember everyone.
Yeah, the panels were just so cool. We had a representative who did a demonstration for Atmosphere Aerosol, who was one of our
Mhm.
sponsors, and Toy Mirth. His name is Anthony Eck. He represented them. It did the panel that was awesome. We had Blainer Things did one, and we had one that was done by 1/6 Shooter and Visual Approach Photo. What else do we have? A local toy maker named It Went Bad did one.
Yeah,
Um, like I said, you and Fox did one. Fox
yeah.
Toy Box, that was awesome. And we had a Q&A session with Steve Hasbro from Evans. Steve
Steve has,
Evans.
bro.
Steve Evans from Hasbro. We had a Q&A session with him, and he just gave away a ton of stuff, including a HasLab Sentinel. He gave it
Yeah,
away.
huge stuff, guys. It was something to just like behold. What an
It
amazing
was.
experience, and I can't thank you enough for extending the invite to me. It got
Thank
me
you,
out of
man.
New York, which is you know, my dad's here. By the way, gate 13. He'll tell you I don't leave New York.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I've,
Well,
I've
luckily
never.
we were home
Yeah,
state.
you were in the states, so it worked out really good. So this is 30 and Go, and we like to do some fun stuff on 30 and Go. As you're aware, we try to have as much fun as possible in about an hour to 30 minutes to an hour, give or take. This way we don't take up too much of anybody's time, and they can get back to doing photography, making reels, expanding their social media presence, or doing things in real life like taking care of the kids or the cats. You know,
Right.
shout out to I believe it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Loki, right?
You're on the right track,
Well, I'm on the
but
right track. I'm on the right
you're on the
track.
right track.
All right,
You're
so
on the right track. It's
you take that away.
Venom and Toxin are their names.
Venom and Toxin. Ah,
And
Venom and Toxin. You
yeah,
know,
Venom was spitting up a
someone I
hairball right
know
when we
has the
started.
same exact cat as you, and that's the names got
Oh,
confused.
okay.
So, now that we had somewhat of a chat and stuff like that, we're gonna do this little game I like to play to kind of open us up and get
Cool.
inside your head a little bit. So it's name a phrase, say something when you see a photo, like what's the first word that comes to your mind? And I'm gonna provide those photos right now. You ready?
Okay, so I just shoot out the first word that comes to my mind when I see it.
Yes, exactly. The first word that comes to mind.
Okay,
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Cool. This sounds fun.
Let's go.
um, Beer Fest. I think of the
Yes,
movie Beer Fest. I don't think this is from that movie. I think it's a real Oktoberfest, but I think of the movie Beer Fest.
exactly. It's a real Oktoberfest from one of the places that I believe you either want to visit or have visited in Germany.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're doing here.
Ah,
Awesome.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Cool.
All right. So that is an actual photo from Beer Fest or
Awesome.
Oktoberfest. Well, it's really a beer fest, but yeah, they do serve food.
mm.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge. My the first word I that comes to my mind is want. I want to go here.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I don't travel, but dude, I would I would be remiss if I didn't say I would probably get on a plane to go and do this. This is something just
One day.
it's like the world, you know?
I know, like everything I've
You don't get
seen, just
you don't get any better than this unless you go to Toys in Action and take a take a photo at the step and repeat with the blast effects.
yeah, awesome. I'm glad you liked that. I
I
made those
loved
blast
it. Are you
effects out
kidding
of
me?
wood. I cut and painted those things myself, and I'm really glad I
They're
got some
they're
love.
amazing. They're amazing.
Ooh, well, I'm gonna say color because look at there's so much beautiful color in this photo, but
I
fruit and
know.
vegetables, and I totally see where you're coming from.
Now
With
you see it,
where
right? You
you're
see
going.
anything, any answer you provided can be used against you in the court of go.
Yes, yes. So one of the things I said I was afraid of as a kid, I was afraid of was vegetables, and that was totally the case. I'm a little bit less afraid of them. But hey, insightful imagery, how's it going, man?
Yeah, right? For those who
Um,
don't know, I believe Insightful Imagery provided a diorama at Toys in Action.
yes, he did. Yes, absolutely beautiful one, by the way.
Yes, yep. I took my photos with it.
Awesome. Oh yeah, that's my first word is oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
oh yeah.
bursting through the wall.
And like and the as I grow, my body like repels dairy more and more. So like I don't know if I'm
Oh,
lactose
definitely.
intolerant or what, but I can't eat a lot of cheese, and so like I can't eat much of this. So it's unfortunate. Hey, Captain, how's it going, man?
Captain, what's going on? Another person who is there at Toys in Action representing ACBA.
Yeah, it's good to meet him.
Yes, very cool.
Ooh, my first word that comes to my mind is eagerly, like
Eagerly,
eagerly from
we gotta
Peacemaker.
we gotta we gotta know more about this word.
Yes, if you ever watched Peacemaker, you'll know, which is
Oh, okay. I have to watch Peace. I have to catch up,
oh,
but
dude,
I've
it's
been bad.
you wouldn't think that it's like at first glance you're like this show they made a show about him, but then you
Oh
watch it and you're
yeah,
like this show is just so good. It's I mean it's James Gunn, so it's
yeah. I know.
fantastic.
It's kind of like James Gunn is good for that because I'm a bit of a comic book nerd, and I think some of us, to a certain extent, all are. But Guardians of the Galaxy really weren't doing anything in the comic books until they got to the silver screen.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
I
mm.
mean the if you look up Guardians of Marvel Comics Guardians of the Galaxy, you just Google that. I guarantee you won't. The first one you won't you will see is a differentiation of the whole group.
Absolutely, yeah. They were to most of the population pretty obscure until that movie came out.
Exactly. Which is like, which is great because James, yes, please smash that like button. Thank you.
Yes,
Jimmy,
smash it
amazing.
up.
Next.
Yeah, my favorite animal is a frog.
Yeah, is it?
Yes, I love. I have a little froggy tattoo on my arm because I love
All
frogs.
right, nice. That's so cool.
I
So
love
love,
frogs.
love, just the word love.
Love. That's the word.
That's so
Yes,
cool. That
I
is so
love.
cool.
I love
Yeah,
froggies.
actually, I love this little frog. Like, I think it was in junior high when I first found out about him because we had to do a report on animals and stuff like that.
Oh,
And when I found out he's the cuter they are and the more colorful they are, the more likely they can kill you very quickly.
yes, definitely. Yes.
So that was just like you know, really, really one of those things that steered me away from getting a frog. I think the last pet I had was an iguana.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I miss him. He was Iggy the iguana.
Iggy.
So, are you down for some strange questions?
Absolutely.
All right.
Definitely.
See what I did there?
Yes.
All right. First strange question for SirDork. If Batman turned evil, would the Joker turn good?
Hmm. Um, I don't know, but I don't think the Joker would ever turn good, but I definitely think that would have a pretty significant impact on the Joker because so much of the reason it's just they're this kind of, and everyone who's a fan, they're kind of a yin and yang
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing, and like so much of what the Joker does is because of just like he basically loves Batman. He's so much he wants
Yeah.
everything. Joker wants to make an effect on Batman. Everything he does
Right.
is so he can
Yep.
get that effect on Batman. So I'm sure there would be some type of significant, you know, change that would happen with the Joker, but he definitely wouldn't turn good. He probably would turn more insane. He would probably become more
Yeah,
insane.
I agree. It has the potential to make him even more madder. Like
Yeah.
we're right now seeing a Joker who kind of enjoys what he does, to Batman in a sense.
Hmm.
And if he didn't have that any longer, it would be number one, it'd probably be disheartening emotionally because
Yeah.
of the way we are tied together. I actually have a friend who wrote a song for the Arkham. I think it was the Arkham video game soundtrack.
Cool.
Um, I'll send it to you. It's really about the love relationship between Batman and the Joker, and
Yeah.
one of the lines in the song is like, "There is no me without you."
Yeah. What an interesting Elseworlds
Um,
story that would be to read.
Yeah, it
Batman
would be
going bad and the effect it has on the Joker. That's
right.
that's a great that's a great Scott Snyder story right there. That's
Yeah,
somebody that
all of a sudden,
he
like
should do.
all the makeup places are running out of compact just so the Joker can look normal.
Yes.
All right, the next question is, what music would you choose to play every time you walked into a room? So
Hmm.
Sir Dog walks in, or his alias Jared
Oh, I
walks in,
see.
boom, here it comes.
Like my
Like let's say
my
for
own
instance,
theme song, kind of.
yes, like let's say for instance nowadays, the hot item is like, oh, you're running up that hill, and everything from
Yeah.
Stranger Things, right? So like you'd walk in the door, and all of a sudden you hear dun, 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 the Metallica comes on. It's like, oh, we know who that is.
That's a really fun question. Because like a lot of the music, like 'cause my favorite type of music, I'll listen to like newer, okay, maybe not newer, but like metalcore from like 2010 to like 28, like the 2010s era of metal,
Okay.
and that's like my favorite kind of music. But a lot of that stuff is awesome, but like it doesn't always necessarily feel super doesn't fit melodically with stuff like theme songs because it just doesn't. So like
Yeah, no, I get that.
I don't know. Probably some kind of really cool Western type of some
Like
really like
Ecstasy of Gold or something. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
something like that. So some really
yeah,
deep Western southern like acoustic guitar.
yeah.
And then
I
in
don't know.
slow mo.
I'd probably have to pick something like you know, that would make the room turn around. Like I don't know if you ever watched wrestling or anything like that, but Stone Cold Steve Austin's would when he would come out, his glass would shatter first. And
Yes, I do remember that.
I don't really remember how the song goes, but I remember when you heard the glass shatter, the dude, the
Yep,
great Stone Cold Steve Austin
I
was
do remember that.
coming out, you know.
Hey,
So Chad
Chad.
Kugler, yo,
Thanks, man.
great
Thanks a
community
lot,
member,
dude.
amazing, great community member. Man,
Yeah,
love Chad.
Chad's the man.
Love Chad.
Always sharing people's work and supporting people.
Yeah, he really always does, man. And that's one of the best things that we have in this community is people sharing, people are approachable, you know. So the
I
next
agree.
question, are you ready?
Yeah.
How many chickens do you think an elephant could fight off?
um, I don't. It would need to be a lot of chickens because first of all, so chickens. This is what I'm thinking here. So chickens are not only weak, but they're quite stupid. They're literally a bird brain. Like we use a bird brain as a term of like putting someone down of being stupid.
Yeah,
They're stupid, and
right.
elephants are very smart, and they're also very
Oh
huge. And I
yeah.
feel like their foot is bigger than the size of any. So you would have to like I feel like you would have to put so many chickens in one place to the point where they just like pile up like over an elephant's head in order to stop. You'd
So
need a
it
thousand chickens or more.
no, probably more. It would be you would have to go back to Endgame where Doctor Strange is opening up the portals and Wong is like, "You wanted more?"
Yeah,
Something like that. But yeah, I don't think any amount of chickens would really stand a chance
yeah,
because let's just say like the elephant saw a crocodile doing the death roll, it would be over. I mean,
yeah. You're right. Yeah,
wish.
like no amount of chicken. Like it would have to be more chickens that are like on the earth.
Yeah.
It would have to be millions of chickens.
Clones? Bring in the clones.
Yeah, maybe
Order 66.
you'd have to start cloning chickens.
All right. This next segment is called the deep dive.
A deep
And
dive.
boy, my thumb is burning. So what we do in this deep dive is we go through your profile. We're going through it. We're going through it. We're looking at dates, right? We're like, okay, there's
Oh
something
no.
here that we've got to bring up to him and ask him about.
Oh
So,
boy.
are you ready to go deep
I guess so. All right,
into
let's
your
do it.
own
Oh man.
profile?
All right. Whoa,
Posted
okay.
November 2015.
Yes. Probably the 5th of November, I'm assuming I probably did. I was
Tell us about
remembering the
this
5th of
photo.
November. Well, this is okay. So you know what? I think I know exactly what was happening here. So it was I had to have a photo ready for the 5th of November. I'm a big I love V for Vendetta. It's one of my favorite
Mhm.
movies and one of my favorite comics. And I have the only two like V figures that exist at all, and I really wanted a cool photo with him, and I used my car's headlights
Get
because
out of here.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, I need something really bright, and I had my phone, and so I turned the headlights on my car, and I was sitting there in my driveway. I was in Schenectady, New York, at my old apartment, just like trying to figure something out, and that's what I got. That's what I got. Great. This is great.
That is pretty
2015.
awesome, man. That's something from a while ago, huh?
Yeah, that's 7 years ago, right?
And here's the deal, guys. Like I just learned something with the whole use what you've got. Sure, you've got guys like me who can print it to your scale. You've got guys also like me who can make a diorama for you and give you that environment that you're looking to produce. But here is SirDork with his car and his phone.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's all it took. A dark night, no pun intended, Batman. But that's it. So You ready to keep diving?
Yep. Yes. Yes. Oh, nice. I remember
Oh,
this photo.
yeah.
Yeah, totally. This was at the same apartment that I was. Okay, so this is a year later, same apartment in Schenectady, and yeah, that's I mean, it's you got the Power Rangers playing PS4 together. You know, they're
I
working
know.
together,
It's
and
awesome.
I'm pretty sure the Black Ranger who's back there, he's like kind of pointing at the screen. He's kind of like calling the shots. He's like, "Yo,
Okay.
on your six, whatever."
On your six. That
Something.
is
Um,
awesome.
but yeah, I remember being super pumped about this idea. I remember thinking it was like hilarious and like super clever. And I'm like, this is such a good idea. And I remember taking multiple shots of it. I remember this might have been like the second like angle I did of it. And yeah, I remember being super excited about this one. Yeah, this is awesome. Great idea bringing these old stuff back. This is really fun.
I think we've got one more. Let's see. Here we go. One of my
Oh
favorite.
yeah,
One
yeah. I
of my
was super
favorite.
proud of this one.
This
I
is so cool.
this was I tried to create this kind of movement thing called toys and energy. I really wanted to like make this hashtag where like people posted toys with energy drinks because I was like I still drink a lot of energy drinks, but I was just
Oh, I know.
but
And I made it to 2015 on your
yeah,
profile.
you saw a
So
lot of photos. Yes, I'm sure you did.
yeah, I got
Um,
thirsty. So thirsty.
yep, yep, and I even created an Instagram called Toys and Energy. And it was a feature
Hmm,
page for anyone who used the hashtag, and every once in a while some
that
people
is
used
good.
it. But I couldn't keep up with it, so I eventually
No, it's kind of
deleted it.
hard. But you know what'll be awesome is if you bring it back, but what you're doing now with the collabs and checking everybody out on the whole um
Right.
YouTube thing. Maybe you can
Toys
do
and
that.
Energy.
Yeah, why
That
not?
would be really that's actually a pretty good idea. That would be quite fun, I think.
Well, you've already got the material to say, hey, this is what this is about.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's a
You know,
great idea. I actually really like that idea. Hmm.
there you go. See, this is what happens when a community comes together.
Yep.
Great
Only on
ideas shared.
only on 30 and go.
I'm glad I zoomed into you because I'm blushing now. All right, so our next segment is all about the action heroes. All right,
Awesome.
and
Awesome.
these are some of your favorite guys, right, from movies
Yeah.
and comics and things like that. Why don't you tell us their names?
All right. Oh, Indy. Indiana Jones, obviously. Definitely one of my favorite characters. Oh, and we got Hal Jordan. Absolutely beautiful. And Qui-Gon Jinn. All people that I
Qui-Gon.
look up to. Yes. And of course my number one forever is always Superman. My number one.
Beautiful. Now, hey, there's my cousin Nadia from Florida.
Hey
Well,
Nadia.
from living in Florida. Thank you for
Thanks for
stopping
watching.
by. Love you. Thank you. So, um,
Hmm.
all right. Here's the thing. All right. This is a deep question. You're gonna have to
Okay.
save the multiverse, right? And in
Hmm.
order to save the multiverse, you're gonna have to eliminate one of these characters from existence and people's memories. Who are you gonna do?
Um just judging based on character alone and not I don't know pop culture impact, but it would have to be Indy. I mean, Indy is a great character, but he's kind of he's always good at heart. He's a good guy, but he's not nearly as good as any of these three other guys. They're just
Yeah.
like all 100 like all they're all people that I have them on this list because they're people that I like. I will look to as like an inspiration for the person I want to be.
Hmm.
Um, like Qui-Gon Jinn, huge, very wise guy, not wise guy, but wise man, doing things that are right. Doesn't matter what the council says, doing what he thinks is right. Superman, just morally the nicest guy, literally giving his life for the world, and
Don't read Injustice.
except for injustice. Yes, I don't. And then as I was reading that, I was just like, he would never do this. Would never do
book
this. And
I think it
I still
was
read it all.
book 4 or book 5 of year 1 where it's like, what? All right. Well, we
Yeah.
won't spoil it for anyone that
Yes.
hasn't done it yet. So Indy is out. All right. He's been eliminated. All right. If you were to become one of these characters' sidekicks, only
Mm,
one of them, who would you pick? You're going to be that person's sidekick.
that person's a sidekick. Well, I wouldn't want to be Qui-Gon Jinn's apprentice, only because being a Jedi is requires a lot of things that I would not ever want to do, which is, not have attachments and not be able and push away my emotions. I would never want to do that. So that's easy out right there. Um, it would have to be Superman. I mean, he's a great father. He's a great husband. He's kicks ass. He does. I mean, I would just want to learn and be like him. So yeah, Superman for sure. But I do love Hal. I do love Hal, and I think it would be awesome to have a Green Lantern ring. And
Yeah, right?
yeah,
Or even just
just
to borrow it for a little while.
yes, and being able to overcome great fear and doing things that are the right thing to do, no matter how afraid you are. I think is really awesome. So
Yeah, yeah, willpower, right?
yes.
So, with that being said, now you have Kwai and the Green Lantern, right? Whose universe would you want to live in? So you're going through a portal, right? The Doctor Strange portal, maybe the multiverse portal. You're going and walking through one of them, and you're going to stay there. You could bring your whole life with you, but this universe is going to be
Mm.
where you're staying at from now on.
Well, as much as, and this is going to be probably an unpopular thing to say, but I don't. I think I would probably choose Indies because
No, Indy's
being.
gone.
Oh right, okay. So for living in basically
So
the
you've got Star Wars and Green Lantern verse.
okay. I would probably choose the DC universe, even though
Yeah,
both are, there's a lot of death and destruction that happens in both of these universes, a lot.
yeah,
And to be a civilian in either of these universes would be a terrifying, terrifying way to go.
yeah. I know,
Or,
right? Well, I
um,
mean, being a youngling would be even worse.
yep, yeah, and
Well,
literally like all of Green Lantern's entire city gets destroyed at one point, like all of Coast City like goes. So
yeah.
I don't know, man. I would. It sounds tough. It
Well, I
sounds
mean,
tough.
he went through that whole Darkest Night thing too. I don't
Yep.
know if you read that one, but that was
Oh
amazing
yeah,
book.
that's one of my favorites.
So
So both are tough
your
worlds.
yeah, no, your last guy right now is Kwai, right? How would you spend the day with him?
Hmm. I would. I don't know. I feel like so the reason I like him so much is yeah he's incredibly wise and he always does the right thing no matter what. But he's also very tough. He's also very tough. Like
Right on.
on he's pretty tough on Obi-Wan, and there's a really great Star Wars book with him and Obi-Wan like when they're much younger before the Phantom Menace, and it's very tough. But he is always doing the right thing, and I don't know. I feel like I would just want to go on whatever I would probably have to do whatever the council mission they tell us to do, the Jedi Council tells us to do, and I feel like I would just want to learn and absorb the way he approaches situations and also
Yeah.
learn how to fight with a
Right. I
lightsaber.
mean,
So
yeah, I can see that. You're getting some training and you're getting some valuable core life lessons to make you not only a Jedi, but a better person at heart.
yeah, yes,
So there's
definitely,
this mentorship program and then the training program, right?
yes,
How could you go wrong? And it's funny because I think you picked one of the best people, not unknowingly, obviously, but the best person was definitely last. So I would arguably say second best. For me, your choice. I would say Superman first and Kwai second. And everybody
yeah,
else could, you know.
yeah.
JC Jordan, thank you for stopping by,
Hey,
man.
Jordan, thanks, man.
Great work on the Mezco stuff. I mean, this guy, he puts in amazing work.
Yeah,
God,
Jordan's
God
a
love.
great dude. He's a great dude.
All right, so next on the docket, we have the femme
Oh
fatale,
yeah.
the ladies of the group. Give us their names and who they are.
Bulma, of course. And of course, we have Diana,
AKA.
Wonder Woman. Yes, of
Hmm.
course, of course. And we have Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tano.
Absolutely, and Harley.
Yep. All right. So, right off the bat, and I cannot wait to ask you this question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who are you going to marry?
um,
Oh,
I mean, I she's not even right. She's not even here right now. But whatever the questions are, I'm gonna have to choose Harley. Gonna have to choose Harley.
let's whisper. She can't hear
Well, I mean,
we're going with Harley because I don't want to get in trouble if I ever go to Toys in Action again. All right.
yes,
So,
I'm going with Harley. Going with
all right.
Harley.
Okay. Perfect. Harley's out though. You can't pick her from anything else now. All right.
Okay. All right.
All right. Now, in your opinion, who is more likely to have a very entertaining social media presence?
That's a fun question.
Thank you.
I think I think Diana would have a really. I think Diana and Ahsoka would probably both be quite dry, to be honest. Bulma for sure. Bulma
Yeah,
definitely
I
would.
mean, Bulma, just imagine if she's posting stories about everything that has happened in the Dragon Ball universe. And I mean Z, GT, Super, manga. That's gonna be something interesting, you
Yeah,
know?
she's definitely been through a lot. She's definitely been through a lot. Plus, I mean, can't forget. I mean, she's ditzy and kind of annoying sometimes, but she's also incredibly
So
brilliant scientist.
he's
You know?
strong-hearted, man.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
know that? We're wired that way, Kakarot.
That's great. That
And
was good.
you see Bulma taking a selfie, like no big deal, just chilling with Shinron.
Yep. Yeah.
No biggie. Just on my fifth wish this month. All right.
And
So
that's not even that far from the truth, too.
I know,
Oh,
right?
like it's nothing.
Oh, Vegeta, you can use instant transmission now? Perfect. Find a Dragon Balls.
Pretty much, honestly.
So now we've got eliminated people. We've got Harley
All right.
eliminated because you're marrying her. We got Bulma eliminated because she's going to have an amazing social media presence. The
Okay.
next question is for year two, right? Who would make the worst boss?
The worst boss.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Ahsoka would be a better boss. I mean, um,
More understanding.
yeah, I feel like I mean, Diana's great. She's very I feel like she would be much tougher than Ahsoka
Hmm.
would be. She would be a much tougher boss. Not to say that she wouldn't be understanding and that kind of thing. She's probably really good at training. She's probably really good. But I feel like she would be the toughest. She would be quite tough.
Mm-hmm.
So
She's been raised by Amazon, so she's definitely going to be some form of strict.
yeah, she'd definitely be a
You
tough
know,
boss. So I would choose her to be the boss I would not want to have.
boss. All right. So the last question is for Ahsoka, right? What is the one question you would ask this person if you met them in their universe in real life, so to speak? You
Hmm.
had one question, and they're sitting there, coffee or whatever, probably energy drinks, but you're about to ask this one person that question. What
Hmm.
what would it be? Something you always wanted to ask?
Something I always want to. It would definitely be something that I would like to know about, like her and probably like her and Luke Skywalker's relationship, because that's something that's very interesting and um, obviously it hasn't been explored a whole lot yet. So it's definitely about. I would love to know what her and Luke have been to, what they have talked about together. Like I don't know. I think that would be cool to learn about that relationship.
So essentially, you would get more of a background of the character. This way, you can kind of fill out what you've already known.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I would love to know about like how like what her and Luke's first interaction was, and
Hmm.
how much about his father she's told him about and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay,
That's what I'm
okay.
interested in.
No, that's an amazing you know situation to be in and have the
Yeah.
availability for, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So up next, we've got another set of people with whom you have an attachment to. Are you
Hmm.
ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Next are the animated
Yes.
heroes.
Yes.
And we're talking about heroes, action heroes. We're not talking about food. So let's go. Who do we have
Yes.
here?
We have this is Sir Daniel Fortescue,
Yep.
from
And
the old video game for the PlayStation 1 called Medieval.
yeah, I was flabbergasted when I seen this, and I know I've probably ran that word out ragged, but I really was when I seen that you posted this. I was like, wow, okay, awesome.
And Diddy Kong, my favorite Nintendo character. Any opportunity, any Mario game you play where he's the option, going with Diddy Kong. I love Diddy Kong.
Yeah, the Mario Kart and all that stuff, right?
Oh yeah,
Mario Party, even I think,
yep,
right?
yes. And we got Genos. What a cool character. One of
What
my
a
favorite
character!
anime
What a
characters.
cool character! And in all honesty, I could totally see you cosplaying as this dude. It's
Now that I have blonde hair, yeah, maybe that would.
yeah, yeah, maybe that was it, right?
Yeah,
For
that'd be
those
cool.
who were wondering why Jared, aka SirDork, looked different, it's the hair.
Right. Yeah. Yes. I turned Super Saiyan, so that's why my hair's. And yeah,
Obviously.
of course. I've always admired Goku for his. He's a very similar character to Superman, not nearly to the extent of how cool Superman is, but very similar with being able to he always sees the good in somebody, no matter how
Right.
much of a douche they are.
Even when they're laying on the floor bloody together.
Yep. Yeah, and I love that about him. Even though he's a terrible father, he's a horrible father.
He has kids?
That's
No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. I mean, he doesn't. Everything
I
else
thought
seems to be
Piccolo
much
had
more
kids.
important to him than those kids. But
I thought
I,
Piccolo had kids.
pretty much, yeah, yeah. But
And grandkids now. Canon.
yep, yep.
All right. Out of these characters and their world, what would you bring into our world? So pick one of these guys
Hmm.
and yeah, definitely shade.
I don't really know. Another thing is a very tough world. I mean, in the Dragon Ball Z universe, you're often encountering planets being destroyed. So I don't want to
Hmm.
live there. But what would I bring there? Well, I think a lot of the
What would
technology.
you bring from there?
Right. What do we bring from it? A lot of the technology from Dragon Ball Z is a lot cool. The capsules, everything in the capsule corp is so
Yes.
cool.
Oh my
That's a
god,
really
right?
I
Yeah,
probably would choose that. Yeah, that's what I would choose.
yeah, I would definitely have to bring Bulma.
Yeah.
Please do it here.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll
That'd
figure
be
out
so
how to
cool.
get you
Like,
back, but please do it here.
yeah, and I mean, she's great with that too, and she's in the part of the capsule corp, so she would know. But can you imagine like all of like the stuff you need to bring on a trip, or if I need to go outside and shoot, I can just put all my stuff in the capsule when I'm outside. Just go,
Yeah,
it's all right there.
having a Trey Matic, the
Hey,
great member of the community, Trey Matic.
Trey
Really
Matic,
good.
thanks for being here, man.
Yes, thank you. All right, so check this out. You've got a big chair, you've got a big office. You're the CEO of your own toy line, right? And every license sitting in front of you right here, except for Goku, is available for you to make a toy line. What toy line are you going to make and with who?
Ah, okay. So I've always wanted a Sir Daniel Fortescue figure, but I wouldn't want any other characters from that universe. I would just want him. So there's a lot of
Yeah.
Nintendo stuff that I like, just with Donkey Kong in general. I wish we had a really good Donkey Kong. I wish we had a really good Diddy Kong, and then
Mm-hmm.
any of the supporting Kongs would be great. But specifically, I would love like if Figuarts, if SH Figuarts did like a solid Diddy Kong and a solid Donkey Kong, I would snatch those up instantly.
Mm. Yeah.
That's my go-to right there
No,
for sure.
I think I think that would be amazing. You know, what would you feature? Would you feature soft goods or something like that?
Hmm. I don't. To be honest, probably not. Maybe like maybe on Donkey Kong's tie, so I can articulate his tie. That would be pretty cool. But
The
I would
wire
just
tie,
want,
right?
yeah. I
Yeah,
would
that'd
just
be
want
cool.
some solid articulation and maybe a couple different face sculpts. I'd want Diddy Kong to come with his peanut gun and maybe some big bananas. But
Some
as long I
barrels
just
by Go Figure Go.
oh yeah, definitely some DK barrels for sure. But
Look at
that'd
that.
be a cool
CEO
prop.
of his own toy line is already hiring me. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
I just want it to look really good and look legit, and I want to be able to put it in whatever pose I want.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. You gotta be able to pose them as much as you will enjoy them on the shelves,
Yes.
you know, or your DTOLF.
Yep.
So next question is, you can now take over a character's story, and write a movie or
Oh,
bring them back from something or do a comic book series. You've got two people to the left. Who are you picking? The only two
um,
people.
I think honestly, I think this is actually quite of an easy question. So Daniel Fortescue is a really cool character, and obviously he looks really cool. And there are so many less stories available for him than the rest of these other characters.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I would want to see more of him, and just that kind of that world is very interesting, and I would
Yeah,
definitely like to see
it would be.
some
It would
stories with him.
definitely be interesting to see how it became that way, or has it always been that way? Because like when
Yeah,
we were younger, we were just kind of thrown into the world with not really much of a backstory.
yeah,
You know?
I would love that.
So now we've got what's his name again? I feel like I say it wrong.
Daniel Fortescue.
No, no, no. The guy from One Punch Man.
Oh, Genos.
Genos. Yeah, whenever I read it, I think of a J, not a G.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. But all right. So Genos, right? You've picked this character obviously for any reason, right? But what I would love to know, and I hope everybody else would love to know, is how do you relate to this character?
Hmm. To be honest, I don't know if I'd really do a whole lot. I mean, he's one thing I like about him is that he's got this big desire to fight and to be a hero, but he has quite I don't know what determination, and like he's come close to like a lot of great hero characters do, like come close to dying, his arms are broken off, but he's still fighting, and I think that's super admirable. So I definitely admire him, but I don't really see a lot of, at least for me, like I don't see myself in him very much.
Mm.
I just think he's just really cool. He's just cool. He's just really cool.
No, I think he's amazing too. So what I'm gonna do right now is it's almost time for a session I call um, Go Figure Feud.
Awesome.
And
This is so much fun.
this is where, thank you, this is where the giveaway happens for those who are here and those who will be
Awesome.
tuning. A lot of, for whatever reason, a lot of the photographer friends and accounts that I follow on Instagram are usually coming home around this time because they're on the West Coast. So what I
Right.
usually do is I set a reminder on Instagram and just kind of point my phone to the screen over here below me and let everybody know that it is almost giveaway time. So
All right.
what so how this
Let's
is
do it.
played is that I'm sure you are familiar with Family Feud and the way it works,
Definitely.
bottom tier, top tier, but you are the board in this scenario. You're the board.
Oh, okay.
So
So this is
everybody,
like the fast money round. This is like fast
yeah,
money. Okay.
basically, yeah. Good. Yeah. All right, cool. Fast money. Perfect. So whatever comment you relate to the most or enjoy the most gets selected. And then and then the next person will get to answer, and that person gets selected. Are you ready?
Okay. All right.
All right, let's go. So just gonna share this real quick, and then we will get to cracking.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
Everyone in the chat,
First,
just get your
yeah,
fingers ready. Get your
yes,
fingers
everyone in
ready.
the chat. Just do some stretches, do what you need to do to get ready,
It's fast
and
money.
yeah, you use voice to
There you go.
type it correctly if you want.
Yeah.
I've done it in the past.
Yeah.
So, our first question is, name something other than a toothbrush you'd use to brush your teeth.
Hmm. All right.
Let's go, guys.
Awesome. Grown-ups Men Toys is here in the
Yes,
building.
in the building.
All right. Insightful imagery's got some. Yeah.
Yeah, nice guys. Flood it with the comments. Come
All
on.
right. There seems to be a common.
Well, Will. Oh, okay. Sorry, insightful imagery was first, and
Yep.
that's where we got to go. So you guys who've done that can rethink your answers, and while you're doing that, the prize pack is fire hydrant illegal art edition, a 2-pack of traffic cones illegal art edition, 2 wooden pallets, and a trash can trash bag combo. Now that you know, let's go.
There's some good questions, some good answers in here. The one that's making me laugh the most is Trey Maddox's hairbrush. I'm trying to. How could you brush your teeth with a hairbrush? That sounds awful. But I think my answer is gonna be the first one. Is insightful imagery said finger, and the only
All
reason I'm
right.
saying that is because I've been there when I've had toothpaste, but I don't have a toothbrush for some reason. So just gotta like I've been there. So I'm like, yes, I've been there. So that's what I'm gonna have to go with. Is
It
insightful imagery's
happens. It
finger.
happens. I mean, I've been. I think nowadays the most embarrassing thing to happen to me in that sense is I forgot to charge my toothbrush.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
First world problems at their finest,
Yep.
baby. All right. So insightful imagery. You cannot answer this next question, and there's a reason behind that.
All right.
What do people usually take with them to a photo shoot? Now, if you know SirDork, you know he has a bag of goodies. So, using that knowledge, provide your answer.
All right. Give me something fun. Give me something creative here.
And you can't
Not
say toothbrush. No, I'm just kidding. It might work. It could work for something.
toothbrush. Now I gotta figure out a photo with a toothbrush in it.
I'm down.
All right. I'm looking for something something out of the ordinary. Something out of the ordinary. Captain says an energy drink. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Vape pens. I don't vape, but that is funny. Sunglasses. You know what?
Carrie,
That's hard.
it doesn't
Shooting
matter. Say it.
shooting with sunglasses is hard.
Yeah,
Shooting
I
with
think that
sunglasses
might
is
take
hard.
away some of your the way things look.
Um, Will Flow says fireworks. I mean, that's an easy way to get to my heart for
Ah,
sure, for sure. And honestly, I think
yeah.
for the smoke effects, yes, the vape pen for the smoke effect. I've seen a lot of people do that, and that looks really great because it's very thick smoke, and that looks really good. But
Now,
I
is this
think
dollars or figures? I don't understand the reference. Wink.
I think I'm gonna go with Captain's answer with the energy drink because like
In.
if it's the right time of day and I have my drink and it's nice and cold, I'm like feeling good about it. Yeah, that's I'm gonna go with Captain's answer with the energy drink. All those are all other great answers, by the way. I mean, especially the firework one, definitely. But
Cap,
it's a
Cap
special
knows
shoot
the
when I get my
Cap
drink.
knows his audience. That's what he knows. He went straight. He went straight in for the hearts
Yeah, he knew what he
and
was doing.
paying attention earlier. All
Yeah, he knew
right.
what he
So
was doing.
yeah, Cap and Insightful. Welcome to Sudden death.
Whoa.
Now, you guys in the comment section can answer this. Guys who are answering this for the prize, Tap and Insightful, please only answer once. Think about your answer because this question is probably my favorite, and it has to be my favorite sudden death question
All
for
right.
the pack.
Awesome.
What is the best hero and villain matchup?
Ooh, okay. Wow.
Take your
So
time. Take your
think about
time.
it. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, think
Think
about
about it.
that. Guys in the comment section, we would love to hear you know, from you. Yes, thank you, Steve.
Yes.
Don't forget
Yeah,
to like
Steve.
this video.
How's it going, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
So I get to choose my favorite between Captain and Insightful's.
Insightful, and the rest of you guys, please let us know what are your thoughts about this question. I mean, well, your answers for this question.
Superman and Batman. I mean, actually, I'm
Well,
one of my. If you would consider them hero villain, I would. One thing I would say that's my least favorite answer. Sorry, Steve, because one of my favorite things ever is the romance between the two. I love those
yeah,
characters.
maybe Steve's reading Injustice.
Yeah, or maybe the first half of Batman versus Superman.
I want to know more about this.
Jason and Superman. Oh,
Yeah.
so Jason Voorhees. I was thinking like
Voorhees?
Jason, the mythological character. I was like, ooh, but yeah, Jason Voorhees versus Superman. I think that would be a pretty quick battle.
That's actually pretty cool. From the movie Gladiator.
Commodus is Joaquin Phoenix character, right?
Are you not entertained? Is that where
Right?
it's from? Yeah.
Yes. Is that is Commodus Joaquin Phoenix's character?
Yep. My wife is nodding.
Awesome. Yeah. Great.
Big movie buff. Big movie buff.
Ace and Wild Weasel. I don't even know. Sorry, Cammy.
That one out.
It's good stuff here.
This is classic.
He-Man and Skeletor, definitely
Very
iconic.
Classic. Very classic.
Insightful is saying that he said Jason Voorhees because he never dies. Just because he never dies, though, doesn't mean Superman wouldn't just rip him up, come back to life, rip him up.
Yeah, I mean, Doomsday never dies, and what they did with one of the comic books was kept his body parts in a teleporter that they would never a randomizing teleporter. That way, his body parts would never come back together and form anything. You know?
Yep.
I don't know if you're a big comic book nerd, but or rather, have you read this comic book, The Hulk's Green Door?
No.
So the Hulk wanted to get caught, and they use this. Have you ever played Gears of War?
I've never played Gears of War.
So in Gears of War, they kind of use this Hammer of Dawn thing, and it's a big satellite, and they use that on the Hulk. His body went into pieces, but he did that on purpose because he's still using Banner's mind. So in the lab that had all of his bodies tested, with his hand in a jar, he did this and snapped all the glasses and mutated back together.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. Doomsday effect. All right, let's pick. Who do we got here? Cap.
We have Captain.
I haven't seen an answer from you yet, Cap. Where did you go?
I will say that Insightful, like as much as like that would be quite fun to see Jason versus Superman. Even though, yeah, like Superman would keep kicking his ass. He never dies. He would come back. But I would love to see Superman infinitely keep beating the crap out of Jason all the time in different creative ways.
Where's Cap's answer at? I don't see Cap's answer.
I don't know. Maybe he I don't know if he hit the road or not, but or maybe he's really taking his time.
Yeah, Cap, let's go, buddy.
Oh, there he is.
Really?
Oh, Luke versus Vader. He said Luke versus Vader.
You're going at. Are you like going into SirDork's profile? Like,
well, I do like Luke versus Vader because each one of each each both major fights you get of these two, they're um, both very dramatic at the same time. It's cool action, but it's very
I'm
dramatic.
sorry.
So I don't know. I think so, Captain. I love your answer, and I absolutely love that. But I'm gonna go with Insightful's answer only because that does make my imagination kind of go
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
pretty
it's
wild.
definitely different. But that doesn't take anything away from Cap's answer, which is a
Oh
very
yeah,
classic answer, and
yes,
it's
one of the
amazing.
most
So
iconic things ever. You
yeah.
know,
So, insightful imagery. Shoot me DM. That way, I can ship out your prop pack, and we'll get that to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That has been 30 and Go with the amazing, phenomenal Jared, aka Sir
hey,
Dork.
thanks, man. Thanks a lot for
That's
having me on. This was so much fun. Really great,
thanks, man.
creative, fun things to do.
You are awesome, man, and I appreciate you for coming by, and I appreciate just like all the amazing things you do for the community in respect to getting people to collaborate. I'm a big follower of getting people to collaborate and having some tutelage under that as well. If you guys want to go after this, go on to Jared's YouTube page and you can check out some tutorials which are amazing. I'm actually going to do my first outdoor shot with the plunger that Jared has
Whoa, awesome.
provided. I'm not going to tell what I'm using, but it's going to be my very first venture into going outside and taking a shot with the tangible exploding effect.
That's exciting. So where in the city are you? Like, you're not in like Manhattan, are you?
No, not anymore. I was out there for a while. We were in Brooklyn for a while, and then we settled on a home in Staten Island. Believe it or not,
Awesome. Cool.
the most green borough, but also the most boring borough.
Hmm.
So
Well, luckily
there's
you've got a
really
few other boroughs
here.
nearby.
I mean, yeah, luckily enough, like I whenever I go back to Brooklyn, and Collector 425 is gonna get mad at me because it's the best borough. But he's out there as well. But thank you guys. So yeah, we when we were looking for places, the market was a little tight. But when we found the size of this place, we literally jumped in a an Uber and we purchased the home that we're in now. And with the blessing of my wife's parents, then girlfriend, we were like, hey, we kind of need you to come and look at this place because we both love it. So
Mm.
it was then it had so much space.
That space has been filled up
Oh,
since.
you don't know. We're actually after this I'm gonna be buying about 2 grand worth in cabinets and a few to renovate the living room for just a
Awesome.
very cleaner storage area
I got
for
you.
all of our stuff. And like I said, I've got my corner now, right where we're at together right now. And I just want my wife, what she does with the home when the holidays come around and seasonal stuff. It's, a house is a house, but it takes love to make it a home. You know,
Absolutely.
she puts her love into it, man. You know,
That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, and yeah, good luck with. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna look amazing, but I can definitely relate to that. We got this house almost exactly like a year and a month ago, and
nice.
yes, it filled up. It filled up quick, also.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it does.
uh,
It does, especially with us as collectors,
yeah.
we always are figuring out ways to take away space from ourselves.
Yes, we are. Yeah, and yeah,
Detox
with
and the whole nine.
oh yeah,
And
yeah, and
if you haven't yet, I would really love if everyone here and you as well. If you can go to my YouTube channel and check out Be a Collector, it's a very short series of each video is probably about 15 seconds long, but
Okay.
it's us, what we do as collectors, whether it be good, bad, ugly, funny, quirky, the weird things we do. I'll give you an example of one. Be a collector. Okay, I think this is episode 2. I'm not sure. So here's me doing the first ever live. Be a collector for SirDork. Are you on a family road trip? Stop at every collectible place until you get to your destination. See, and this is what happens behind the scenes. Like I look at the camera and try to be stone faced, and I can't do it.
I see.
And
I totally get it now.
it
And
is
do you say like be a collector at the end?
and
Is
that's the
that
end.
like
That's it. That's the sign off.
I I I don't know if you got inspiration from because there's a guy who does it that's be a man at the end. And
Yep.
okay, yeah, and it's so funny and it's always the worst possible
Us,
things he says.
yeah, I
Oh,
wanted
okay.
us as a community to have that. So another one is, hey, your friend telling you about how much you spent on his new engagement ring. Tell him how much you spent on your figures this year. Be a collector.
That's really like quite brilliant. I think that's hilarious and very
Yeah,
relatable for us.
it's relatable. It's quirky. I've found so much inspiration from Be a Man. Like what one of my favorites is like go to work until you die, then go back because there's overtime. Be a man.
Be a man.
So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, be a collector. Be a collector.
I love it.
Yeah, I shoot them in bulk. So there's gonna be by Sunday, there's gonna be another about 20 episodes. So
Awesome. Are you putting
yeah.
those on TikTok and like Instagram Reels too?
I haven't got into TikTok yet, but I am eventually going to move them. I need to get my watch hours up on YouTube. 4K in hours watched is difficult, so I'm trying to produce
Yeah.
something other than 30 and go, and a lot of times I've noticed the lives don't really count very high on your hours, and
Yeah.
this is all to get me monetized, so when I can send out bigger prop packs and stuff like that, because now I have the help of the community, and people know that it's going to a good home or whatnot, and to help keep the show running and stuff like that. I mean, I obviously through season 1 I've done it by myself, but I want to make it so I can do bigger things. I've spent a few I spent some money on upgrading my apparatuses. I've got 2 laser cutters now, so more and more dioramas are going to be coming from that, and eventually when we reach that point, um there's going to be a giveaway of a whole set.
Awesome. Awesome.
So you're gonna get the dio with all the props. Once we reach that goal of 1K in subs and 4K in hours watched. So it's a long road ahead, but you know what? That just gives me the opportunity to master my craft in a sense.
I think so just from my experience, like anytime I make a video that's about like making something, like actually making like a prop, and I don't do a lot of those because that's not really my strong suit. Like I do it and then they come out okay. But
Yeah.
they seem to do pretty well because people want to know how to do that stuff.
Mhm.
If you were to make like videos that was like from start to finish how you make one of your palettes or how you make one of your one of the cones, from
Yeah.
design to print to paint to everything,
Right on.
to the final product. I bet you those would do really well, really
Yeah,
well.
I'm actually I'm going to be testing that out, and I guess I'll just, since it's conversation right now, I'm trying to develop a tag for it where it's from creation to no from conception to creation.
Cool,
So
that's great. That's a
where
great title.
I show the process, and then I'll be like, all right, well, like here's how SirDork used his whatever prop, or here's how, and really highlighting the community using the props.
I think that's a great idea. Really
Yeah,
great idea.
so it's definitely going to be a post kind of thing, and I'll probably have like maybe 5 or 6 videos in the bank before I even start producing them, putting them out.
Cool. Awesome.
Because as a content creator, sometimes like you only have these short periods of time where you can hammer out a bunch of things. Like
Yep.
a little known fact about the first batch of Be a Collector episodes is I let my beard out, right? And every other take I shaved it down a little bit, so it looked like the passage of time happened on my face.
Did you really? Wow. That's that's
I
some
never ever have a
attention to
mustache.
detail.
I did one video with a mustache. I never have a mustache.
That is so funny. That's some great attention to detail right there. That's
So
awesome.
I had to. I want people to enjoy this, but not sit there and say, "Is that the same shirt? Is that the same hat? Is that the like?"
Right. I see what you mean.
Oh yeah. Cammy's gonna go and check them again. Yeah, they're all the same day, dear. You look at the lighting. That's all I
so
can
funny.
say. Look at the lighting. Eventually, you see the sunlight going like this.
Yep. That's so funny. That's quite brilliant, I would say.
I try. I have my moments, I guess. Yeah. Energy drinks help. But guys, we're going to end this broadcast. SirDork, do you have anything right now that you want to tell the people where they can find you, what you're doing next? The floor is yours, please.
Well, well, first I just want to say thanks for everyone who's watching, and if you ever want to see any of my stuff, you can find me. I'm SirDork730 just about everywhere, and all of my links to everything is on SirDork.com. So yeah, it's really easy to find my stuff there. But if you're watching this and you haven't liked the video and you're not subscribed already, please make sure to like and subscribe to Go Figure Go. Obviously, he's a great guy, and you're gonna obviously enjoy every video he puts out. So just do it, and hit the notification bell too, because then every time you put something out, you're gonna be notified and you're not gonna miss it.
Yep. And we're gonna have more and more content. So thank you for the
Heck
plug,
yeah.
man. I appreciate it.
Thank
That's
you, man.
that's gonna have to be one of the shorts.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Cool.
edit the shorts,
Awesome.
Yeah. What a class act, says Mrs. Go. Who's that?
She's the class act.
She is the class act. Yeah, she's the class, the whole school.
The whole school.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Great.
Thank you for watching. Have a great night.
Thanks, everyone.